Hello guys, welcome to International Queries. In this video I am going to talk about how to write the letter of explanation in the best way possible, which will increase your chance of getting the Canada visa approved. Now guys, letter of explanation is something which answers many of the questions about you to the visa officer without calling you for the interview. Guys, as you know, for the visa process for Canada, you may or may not be called for the interview. So you have to make sure that you write a letter of explanation in a better way so that your chances of being called for the interview is less and you move to the next step in a smooth way. Now you can start writing the letter of explanation by introducing yourself. In the first paragraph you can introduce yourself. Now guys, just remember one thing, that you have to write your letter of explanation in such a way that when someone reads it, he or she gets the answer to 5 major questions. The first one is why Canada, then why that particular university. Let's assume you chose a particular university. Guys, you have to mention the reasons, that what were the reasons you chose that particular university. Now guys, let's assume you must have thought of many factors while choosing a particular university in Canada. So please mention all the points so that the visa officer gets convinced that what were the reasons you chose that university. The third is why this particular major. Now guys, let's assume you chose computer science as your major. So you will have to explain in your letter of explanation that why you are choosing computer science in that particular university and why not any other major. Here you can just show your interest in that particular major and how you got interested in that particular major to convince the visa officer that you really like the subject and you are really willing to study this subject in Canada. Now the last and the major point is that you have to prove that why will you come back to your home country after your education is done. Now if you have watched my previous video, you must remember that I talked about creating an affidavit of all your properties. Now guys, that affidavit will work here because it will show the visa officer that you have lots of properties back in your home country, or maybe the land or the home in your home country, and you can write about that in the letter of explanation, explaining him that this can be one of the major factors you will go back to your home after your education is done. The second thing which you can say is the tie between you and your family. You can explain to the visa officer in your letter of explanation that you don't know anyone in Canada and you will go back to your home country after your education is done because all your family is back in your home country and there is no point of staying in Canada after your education is done. Now the third thing you can say about your major and how that particular major is important and how you can get a job from that major in your home country. Like in my case, my major is computer science, so I explained in the letter of explanation that there are many companies who are looking for students of computer science, and if I will study in Canada, then the chances of getting a job offer back in my home country will be very high, and that's why I will go back to my home country. Now guys, for proving that you will go back to your home country, make sure you write 3 to 4 points because 1 or 2 points won't be enough to convince the visa officer that you will go back to your home country. Along with this, you can attach the affidavit of all the properties which I talked about in my previous video. You can click on the I icon to watch that previous video. Now guys, one more thing, that in the introduction which you have done in your letter of explanation, if you have talked about any of your marks in the 12th grade, 10th grade or any of the examination, I would suggest please upload all the mark sheet along with the letter of explanation so that the visa officer gets a proof that whatever you are saying is truth. Now in summary, I would like to say that your letter of explanation can be structured starting with introduction, why Canada, why this university, why that particular major, and how do you prove that you will come back to your home country after your education is done. Guys, if you answer these questions in your letter of explanation, then it's a very good thing and your chances of getting the visa approved will be very high. And if you have talked about any of your marks, please attach your mark sheet along with the letter of explanation. Now guys, if you have any doubt regarding letter of explanation or any question, please do not forget to use the comment section. I will reply to your problems for sure. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel because I'll be coming with lots of different types of videos which will be really helpful for you and will ease your process of studying abroad as an international student. So guys, thanks for watching this video and have a wonderful day.